we only rented the name, so we're a franchise. So when corporate did all their things, their weird stuff, we didn't do any of it. We rented the name and we did our own thing, and that's how we were successful over anybody else. That's why you see a lot of the franchise, and also every franchise is out of business or closed down. All the corporates closed down, which we all know that.
Yeah.
But we still have 6 stores here in Alaska.
Right.
And we're still ticking along. Look in the back of this building, you'll see Papa Murphy's. So a lot of times they'll get their pizzas and come in here and get the movies, or vice versa. And they'll just go off and do their thing. Or when McDonald's was open at the time, they'll go to McDonald's and all that. So you still have the family nights. You still see you come in on a Friday and Saturday night, you still see the same customers all the time. And we know a lot of these customers by their first name. And they like that. I mean, let's be real. How many times you've gone into a business where you're just a number? And I don't want to ever treat our customers like numbers. They're always special, no matter who they are. From the first customer that comes in to the last customer that leaves.
Bosco started in 1984, and it was by Randy Remuglia, who now still owns the comic shop at Fairbanks. And he saw the bigger market down in Anchorage, and of course Alaska was booming then because oil money was just flowing. We were building like crazy, and he's just got to go to Anchorage, open a shop, and came down here, and he's kind of this hippie guy. This old Dodge Ram with the shifter on the stem that was broken. It was really hard to get that going. He loaded with comics, and he came down and he was looking for a place to put a store. Well, the place was booming, and they didn't have enough retail space for anything, and they're looking at this hippie guy with comic books, and they don't want to rent. They want to rent to a real business, not a comic shop, really.
Yeah.
So he found a shoe repair shop just down the street from here that would rent him 300 square feet to start off. So he did that, excuse me, and things grew very quickly. People started learning about it. There was another shop here at the time that was with a video store, but it was not very friendly. You had to ring a bell to get in, and go down to the basement. It's dark and dingy. So, and Randy's just super friendly, real personable. So it grew quickly, and then he moved down to a regular unit in that building about 6-7 months later, and still just down the street from here. And things grew, and he put 2 big Captain America signs out there, and people knew it was comics. So that grew. I showed up in '87, so about 2.5 years into it, and pretty quickly moved across Spenard Road to a larger location, and there in 1987, and we knocked down walls over the years until 2015, when we moved into this building, which I bought. It was an old car wash. And we added on this room here and cleaned it up, obviously, quite a bit, and turned it into a comic game and sports market.
So this is the University of Alaska Anchorage, and so any play that is done here, we're in charge of creating the costumes for that show. So that could be pulling them from stock, so the entire upstairs is like a giant closet full of clothing that is donated or that we've built for other productions or that's been purchased. And so it's a combination of using those items and then creating new ones. So like the show we're doing right now has 17 actors in it, and they each play multiple roles. So we're not going to build every single garment. But we'll choose a few select characters. So in this one, there's 3 women who are sort of the lead characters. So we'll build their dresses and then sort of supplement and alter things so that they fit and look period accurate for the other characters.
How many productions do you guys do a year?
We do 3 to 4 plays or musicals, and then there's 2 dance shows that we normally help do alterations on as well.
So this keeps you guys pretty busy?
Yeah, it does.
How did you find yourself running the costume shop?
I finished up grad school about 6 years ago now, and I applied kind of on a whim. I was intrigued by the idea of living in Alaska, and I came up and I really like the people I'm working with, and I really like living in Anchorage, and so I decided to stick around.
Awesome. How much more stuff do you have?
I have a good amount that I need to put into here, but it's I have some other like more adult stuff that I don't want to like bring into here yet until I can like tuck it away. And, like,
Adult stuff. You're in a tattoo shop.
Yeah, exactly. We're like a pretty family-friendly tattoo shop. Like that's all my family out there right now.
That's so awesome. So you're like second generation?
That's my mom and dad out there, and then my brother and sister.
Oh my god. Oh, it really is a family affair.
Yeah, and so we tend to bring in like a lot of family, like friendly people, because it's pretty warm and inviting here. And so I like to try to be a little bit considerate, because they'll like bring their kids with them to like watch get tattooed and stuff like that.
So you gotta pick the very top shelf.
Exactly. So me and my buddy from Ohio painted a half of each of these each, and then we try to tattoo them as much as possible.
We just did that one right here too.
Yeah, so far I've tattooed the rose on someone. I've tattooed the little cat on someone.
Blair.
Tattooed the rose on someone. Now I've done the compass on someone. I've done that on someone. I don't think I've done anything on the Nardo sheet yet. Just a kid growing up. My friends and I would just watch Toonami and stuff like that. Yu Yu Hakusho and Gundam and everything like that on Toonami. And then video games. I just always played video games since I was a kid. I think the first console I had was a Game Boy Color. And then PlayStation 1 was the first thing that I had.
Yeah.
And then just from there on, I think I had like everything after that, or tried to.
How did you figure out to combine tattoos and, I guess, fandom?
I think I just started, I would like sit and draw like all the time and just watch TV at the same time, or like be watching an anime and like think, oh, that's a cool design, that'd make a cool tattoo and stuff like that. So I like doing traditional style tattooing a lot. And so I definitely like doing like straight from anime tattoos, but I also like it when I can draw up my own design from an idea that I had, and kind of that way someone has their own unique tattoo instead of just like a straight up from the show rendition of something.
Yeah.
Like black and